What's up everyone, it's me Anthony. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to be setting up my New Year spreads. I know, also, Happy New Year. 2022 when I'm recording this and posting it, so I know. I haven't been here in a while, but it's 2022 and we're going to be setting up my 2022 beginning of the year spreads so we can get ready, attack those goals, be prepared for the new year. I'm really excited. New Year's is one of my favorite times of the year because everyone's just so happy and so vibrant and ready to set their goals and go head start and head strong on them. I'm really excited to be showing you guys the spreads I created for my 2022 setup. I really love them. I think they're really fun and fantastic. And I'm going to be using my new Art Knowledge Journal, the Loyal Companion. I like this. I think the cover and the color itself just is really representative of what I want my 2020, not what I want what I've been loving lately. I love the browns, I've been loving the golds and the sage greens and the taupe, that kind of neutral color set. I love that. I've been loving those colors lately, so I'm like, what other way to commemorate that besides having it as my journal color? But I'm gonna stop rambling so we get right on into this 2022 setup because I know it's a couple days late. Like I said, I've been busy, things been going down. December ain't been the easiest month to go through, so let's just get right into my 2022 Help Me setup. Alright, so for this year, I'll be using an Art Knowledge Journal again, and it is the Loyal Companion one. I love the color, I love the cover, the little doggy. I'm just really excited to use it for the first half of 2022. Fingers crossed, because it's in a 160-page journal and not my normal 192-page journal. So let me get right into it. This year, I'm going to make my beginning of the year setup really simple and just really fun and vibey. I got my inspiration from Best Dress from Ashley from Best Dress. If you have not checked out Best Dress, I definitely recommend her channel. She's really aesthetic. I just love her videos. But we're gonna start off by writing our name in the front cover. So I just wrote my name, Anthony, in calligraphy using my Tombow Fudonosuke brush pen in the hard tip. And all the supplies I use in this video will be linked in the description box below, as well as the journal I use. So we're gonna start off with the very first page that's still connected to the journal with writing a note to myself. I just wanted to do this. Also, this is from Ashley. Love her bullet journal videos. But it's just to write down my goals and my intentions. So obviously the first half is going to be all the goals I have for this year. We're going to get into a lot more goal setting during the cover page for the setup, and also the goal tracker spread I have set up. And then also my intentions. So just things that I want to remind myself that are very important to me about the year of 2022. So now let's get into the fun Bujo setup. It is my cover page for 2022. This is going to be a very simple, very aesthetic and fun setup. So I'm going to be using 3 colors, which is this deep red Tombow, a nice navy blue Tombow, and the gray one you saw me using. And something that's going to be a theme throughout the entire setup is going to be some big, bold, red bubble letters, I guess. I'm not sure if they're considered bubble letters, but that's what we're going to stick with. So I was going to originally just have it alternate between open and closed, open and filled in, but I just started to fill all in, and I'm really happy because this cover page makes me so happy when I look at it. I just like the red, just the big red letters. It's so bold, and you'll see this is a running theme throughout my entire setup for all the pages that I really want to have some impact on, or just some really nice big bold lettering to make it look important. I put this kind of lettering on there, and I also alternate between this and some script lettering. So after I just add some stars around, I'm going to add a little quote that says, "Don't be bad, don't let us down, 2022. I just wrote that in using my gray Tombow and adding more stars. I'm going to go back in and add some washi tape later just to fill in the rest of the spread. But this has to be one of my favorite cover pages I've done. It's so simple, but yet so effective and fun. And I feel like it's just a vibe I'm ready to encompass for 2022. Simple, fun, and just it's giving what it's supposed to give. It ate up. So now moving on to the first functional spread in this 2022 setup, which is going to be my 2022 grid spacing cheat sheet. I'm going to be looking at my old journal just to find the reference to make sure, because they both are Art Knowledge journals. I've been using Art Knowledge since 2021, I believe. Yeah, not that long. Feels so long though. So I'll just split up the pages into halves, fourths, and thirds using just different colors. So when I set up Bujo spreads, I can refer back to this page and look at, okay, how many dots does it take to split up this page into 3 or 4 sections? And I also do it vertically and horizontally because I do a lot of switching of my spreads. I don't prefer any kind of weekly spread. It just all depends on what kind of week I'm having, and that's how I choose what kind of style weekly spread I'm doing. So that's why this page is so important to me, because I switch up my layouts so often. So being able to not have to do the mental math, I can just refer back to this page and see how many dots. And also another thing I do, I make sure, so you see it takes 8 spaces to have 8 dots to have 3 equally spaced sections on a page. I'll make sure I write 8 on that line so I can refer back and just look at it, like, instead of having to like figure out how many spaces each line tick is. I'm not sure that's making sense, but that's what it is. I just make sure that I have all the spaces, all the dot numbers out on this page, make it easier to refer to. And I'll make sure to link a couple of videos of people explaining how this grid spacing cheat sheet works. I know it can get very complicated really easily. So now also on the left side, I'm going to be using my Milestones page. I didn't really use it much in the second half of 2021. Now I'm getting my years confused already, but I didn't really use it much. But this year I plan on using it, especially because, like I said, this year I'm going to be very goal driven and actually work on them. I think 2020 and 2021 especially, I just went into the year with no kind of like perspective how I wanted to come out of it, and like maybe I did in the middle of the year kind of come with some things that I wanted to change, but there was never no specific goal or reach that I was looking for. And then we'll get more into that about the goal tracking spread. But here is where I use those big block letters again for my future log. Now future log will be very, very simple this year. I'm just going to be doing 6 sections, which are 8 spaces wide, where I went back and looked at my grid spacing cheat sheet to sketch, and I'm just gonna have it open. I plan on using my future log a lot more this year instead of just for events, just a lot more brain dumping of like what things I might want to do in that month. So like say I might want to post an entire documented series or plan something for a big series in March. I can kind of just plan out what I want to do in that month for March. And on the bottom, I have a very good quote that I really love, is have fun with your future. I promise your past doesn't mind. I feel like that was just such a good quote for the future log because you're planning your future. So now moving on to another favorite page of mine, which is a monthly review. I'm really trying to get into reflection and seeing what I did well and what I didn't do well and what I can learn. So I changed the categories up a little bit from last year, not a lot. I have favorite memory, lessons that I've learned, and also goals that I accomplished, or just goal progress, or just a little check-in with the goals. I have some goals that I've been working on and brainstorming, and that third section for the goal check-in is just going to be for me to be able to see, okay, what did I do to make progress on that goal? Like if one of my biggest goal is to upload at least 3 times a month, because it's a lot to upload every week. So I'm just trying to make my mindset to 3 times a month. But in my goal check, I'm like, okay, what did I do to progress to? Did I upload 3 times a month, or did I plan for it? Just making sure that I'm constantly checking in with my goals, or even developing a healthy routine, which is another goal. Some of my goals are more mindset and habitual instead of just a goal. But like I said, it would be a check-in for that goal would be like, okay, did I develop a morning routine that I really enjoy, or night routine or exercise routine that I really enjoyed and really felt good doing? So after I just wrote in and labeled each box for a month, I wrote in my header called monthly review, and I plan on doing a lot more long extended journaling reflection in a separate journal that I probably won't post on YouTube because I just want to keep it private. So now moving on to the biggest spread, the most fun spread is going to be my goal tracker. It's going to be a Dutch store, a horizontal Dutch store. I'm going to use this to track my goal, the actions it takes to track those goals, and then what months I want to heavily focus on that goal or start developing that goal. So one of my goals as well is to save 10% every month. And I will write down what kind of goal it is in the first column, which you'll see when I set it all up. But I'll write down what kind of goal it is in the first column, and then I'll write down what the goal is, saving 10%. And then also next to it, I'll write down the steps that will make me do that goal, essentially. Just like the small little tasks or mini goals for that. So it'll be save 10%, open a savings account. Make sure you don't take any money out of the savings account. And also, before you start spending, you take that 10% out and put it in your savings account. And then on the far right side, I will have I'll put a little dot for each month that I mainly want to heavily focus on that. So January, February, especially in the beginning of the year, and like building that savings account up. And then I'll end up just crossing it out when I do that month. So at the top, I wrote in goal tracker using the blue block bubble letters situation we have going on, and adding red stars instead of the reverse I've been doing the entire setup. And so while we're setting up this goal tracker, I guess we could talk about some of the goals I have set for this year. Another goal that I'm really excited to get head start on is getting my learner's permit, because I've been thinking about doing it just because my eyesight and how tumultuous the relationship between me and driving has been over the past couple of years has been very rough and very tough. I just decided not to. I just kind of put it to the back burner. But this year I feel like I'm going to go head on to it. Another one I have is taking the SAT. And also another stationary goal I have is to do a lot more collab videos and also open a shop. Well, I have a shop open, but like fully just delving into like opening a shop and being very present with it, because I have a shop, but I really don't do much with it. I just kind of let it be up there. But this year I really want to crank down and focus on it and make that a source of income, and also just produce products for you guys. So I'm really excited about that. So that's a goal, another big goal I have, and I think I may, who knows, fingers crossed, will launch physical products this year. I hope, maybe, like I said, fingers crossed. But those are some of the bigger goals I have this year. And like I said, this is a little chart I'm using to track it. So at the top, I have a little bar to write all the things that are going to be filled out. And on the left side, the very far left, the first column is going to be the type of goal. So business, it's a stationary, personal, school, or other, or health, if that's the kind of goal it is. And then next to it, I'll write down what the actual goal is, like say 10% or open a shop, or, you know, all that kind of fun stuff that I plan on doing this year. And then the third column is going to be the steps it takes to accomplish that goal, or the little mini habits that I want to develop to get over that overall big habit. And the very far right box is just going to be the month, so I can bubble it in, check it off when the month ends and begins. So now moving on to one of the last spreads in this video, which is going to be my video schedule. I just have a video schedule for the first 5 months of the year, and then also I'm going to have a little stats tracker. And the stats it's going to be just an overall view, like the stats at the beginning and the end of the month. So if I grew, or just things I might want to change or improve on. So I have like stats, which January 1st will be like, I'll write down my Instagram followers, my YouTube subscriber, and then also my watch time hours, and also my click-through rate. That's an entire video on its own about analytics and how to analyze them. I'm still learning how to do it too. But I just have on the video schedule all the Sundays from January to May, the stats and the numbers, and then on the right side I have a quote that says, "You got this," just to remind myself that, you know, numbers aren't important and it's about the content that matters to me. Yeah. And the very last part in the setup is going to be my stationary brain dump, just a big open space for me to write down all the things that I may want to do for this channel or this entire brand I'm trying to create. So that is it for my 2022 planner setup. It was, like I said, it was super simple, quick, and easy. That's the goal, just to make it a little simple. My life has been very hectic lately, so I just want my bullet journal to not be as hectic and just kind of simple and just let it breathe. But yeah, that's it for this 2020 setup. I'm so excited for the year 2022 and all the goals that I have planned, goal setting, and things that are coming for us stationary. Like I said, I'm trying to turn it into from a channel into a brand, and I am excited to get that going. But yeah, that is it for this 2022 bullet journal plan me and setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it, liked it. I love the simplicity, like I said, but I'll make sure to stop rambling and get right on to the outro. Alright, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I love setting up the beginning of the year spreads. There's just so much fun and creativity you can have with them. This year is all about simplicity for me because I have a lot of things going on, a lot of things I want to do. So I'm just going to make sure my bullet journal does not complicate my life more than it already is by myself. So we're just going to make sure it's simple, easy to use. I'm not going to get rid of all like the fun creative stuff I like doing, like the drawing and the creative spreads. I just want to pare it down just a little bit so I can just breathe. But yeah, I'm so excited to start this new year with you guys. I'm really excited. Like I said earlier, I can't wait to turn this from a channel into a brand and just sharing with you guys a lot more stuff. So I'm so excited, as you guys can tell. So make sure you guys subscribe and follow me on all my other social medias, which is here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, which are always linked in the description box below. And also, don't forget to use my coupon code OSFAM10 for 10% off any purchase at artjournal.com. So if you want to match with me and toy with me on this notebook, or you want to get another one, or you want to start planning for the new year, and like I said, I know this is a couple days late, but if you want to start planning for the new year, just do whatever you want to do. From our channel, if you use my code and get 10% off. It is an affiliate code, so I do receive a little bit of commission, but it's also at no extra cost to you, so I'm just really happy. Stay tuned, because my January Play With Me is coming out very, very soon, either tomorrow or later on this week when I finish editing it. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, my stationary fam.